Welcome to another edition of One Take Only. I'm George Phillips with oilpressure.com, and this is my month of May friend, John McClellan. John, it is the month of May.
Month of May, isn't it great?
It is great, and of course,
You've already been to Indianapolis.
I went to Indianapolis earlier this week. I was there Monday for the open test. Wish I'd stayed there on Tuesday, but I had to work. But it was great. I mean, could not have been better conditions.
How did the test go? Who tested well?
You know, I don't even know. I think it was Scott Dixon, but I'm not sure.
So, who were the participants?
Well, when I was there Monday, and all of the veterans, from this year, and Elio, he was there. But the coin car, let's see, Sebastian Bourdais ran, but Connor Daly did not run, Pippa Mann did not run, Pietro Fittipaldi did not run. So Coin had one car there on Monday. Dixon and Ed Jones, I mean, all the Penske drivers, Ganassi, I think all the Andretti drivers. I know Rossi, Marco.
Was Foyt up there?
Yeah. Kanan ran Monday. Weiss is a rookie, so he didn't run. Who are the other Andretti drivers? Rossi, Marco.
Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Hunter-Reay, he was there. And
the former Indianapolis.
Zach Veach. He was there. Why was he there? Because he's not an Indianapolis rookie. He ran last year. So anyway, perfect weather. I mean, could not have been better. It was a little surreal because unless you went out to the spectator lounge, there were people out there, but back in the like behind the pagoda, deserted. Not a soul there.
Really?
Yeah. And
were the concessions open?
No.
Well, then, of course it's going to be deserted. But you had a special concessions. Then you had some shrimp cocktails?
Okay. In the media center, they had a little catered affair, but I had the shrimp cocktails from St. Elmo's. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, so I got that one lorded over me. But nevertheless, you told me some interesting things about racing, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Okay. Got to see the windscreen tested.
Did you like it?
I like it better than the Halo.
Oh, I can't stand the Halo.
That thing was thicker than I thought. I mean, that it's not
Really?
It's not plastic, but whatever the material is,
Plexiglass.
it's not plexiglass. It's some specialized name, but it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. Unofficially, I think some of the problems were, I know, because we heard him as he got out of the car when he was debriefing his team. Newgarden was complaining that certain parts of the track, depending on which direction he was facing, he could see his own reflection.
Oh, that's not good.
And that was, that'd be a little unnerving.
Yeah, particularly if somebody's, right on your side.
Yeah.
If you're in traffic.
But I think he started out with, you brought your Dan Weldon helmet.
That's right. Dan Weldon, two-time Indianapolis 500 winner.
When he was with Ganassi.
That's right. Yeah.
But instead, they started out with this visor. That wasn't good, so it was better with they put a clear visor on. But it looked bigger than I remember seeing it when Dixon was testing it in Phoenix, but I was watching that from television. This was up close and personal, but I'm not sure that Dixon was in that. One thing I read the next day afterwards was that Dixon had just finished driving in the Rolex 24, so he was used to having a windscreen in front of him. Newgarden had been running all day long, because they did this after the test was over. They did it about 5:15, and he had been running all day without one. Then boom, they bolted on, and now he's out there staring at a reflection of himself. So I'm sure there's a little. I don't think he was as enamored with it as Dixon was, or whatever. But of course, all that's unofficial. So
well, let's while we're talking about it, you said Newgarden, and boy, he's a hot racer right now.
He's won 2 of the 4 races so far.
Okay, so here we are, George, month of May, which is awesome. Okay, what driver's going to do real well at Indianapolis, and we can also include the Grand Prix, which we should.
Well,
let's talk about the Grand Prix real quick, because we're going to.
It's a race.
It's a race. It's a good race. It's a lot of fun.
No, it's not a good race, but it's a race.
It's Indianapolis.
Well, it's Power's turn to win it it's Pagenaud's turn to win it, because this is the 5th one. Pagenaud won the 1st, Power won the 2nd, Pagenaud won the 3rd, Power won the 4th, so it's Pagenaud's turn to win it.
Well, that means that he won't have anybody to complain about getting in his way.
Touche, good point.
That's the thing about Simon Pagenaud that really irks me, is that he is complaining about phantom moments from other drivers that screw him up.
The deal at Barber with Gabby Chavez, I mean, hearing his side, hearing Gabby's side, seeing the replay, I do tend to side with Gabby on that.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean...
And the thing about Newgarden. When Newgarden, well, not... Well,
oh, you're talking about a Gateway.
Yeah,
race.
Gateway last year. When he look at me, I am here, and that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
And he that pissed him off. He didn't even...
Hey, this is a family show.
Newgarden didn't even touch him.
No. Well, yeah, they did. They bumped.
Okay,
but it was a little friendly bump.
Yeah.
But it was... Pagenaud needs to worry about himself. He's 15th in points right now.
Power does that sometimes, too.
Yeah. Because he did that, I forget who he's complaining about, but he did that at Phoenix when he just kind of randomly brushed up against the wall.
Yeah, he was always complaining.
Actually, I would be hard pressed to not pick against Newgarden for the Grand Prix. I'm not sure that I'm ready to pick him for the 500, because he doesn't have the best track record in the 500. I couldn't tell you what it is, but he's qualified on the front row, I know, at least once, possibly twice, but his finishes have not been spectacular. I think last year or the year that Rossi won, when he was one, I think it was when Rossi won, when he was one of those in the mix that had to come in and pit at the very end.
That's right.
I think that year, he finished 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he's in the mix. Also, I'm going to tell you who's really super cool right now, and he's getting a lot of great publicity because of those Honda commercials. And that's the mayor, Hinchcliffe. He looks great in those Honda commercials.
Yeah.
And not only that, too, he's backing it up. He's doing real well.
Yeah. Schmidt-Peterson is doing well.
Yes, they are.
Wickens he's coming on strong, especially for a rookie. It's going to be interesting to see what Wickens does at Indianapolis. He had some hiccups. Well, it wasn't his fault, but his car had some hiccups in the rookie orientation on Tuesday. But I will be curious to see how he does with the 500. I think one of his quotes to the media on Tuesday was, "I'm not real sure what I've gotten myself into with this." But I mean, you're gonna race IndyCar, you gotta race at the 500.
That's right. You're gonna race the 500.
But I tell you who, and I'm not just saying this for sentimental reasons, but I'll tell you who I'm gonna really be keeping an eye on this May. Elio.
Okay.
And he's racing that the Yellow Submarine livery this year, and that car in the new configuration with the low cowling, that car looked beautiful. It was.
Oh well, I think the cars are gorgeous. And if you got a really nice livery on it, it's going to really look fantastic. I like the new look.
But just love being up there. up really had no agenda. I was just up there,
Just to eat.
had two good tenderloins. Found a new place for tenderloins by default because Dawson's was closed for a private wedding Sunday night when we went up there. So we went to, I'll say we, Paul Dalby and I, we went to a new place. Actually, it opened last May. O'Reilly's Irish Pub. It's on the north end of Main Street. Very good tenderloin.
Well, if you're going to be on Main Street in Speedway, you better pop a good tenderloin.
Yeah, and so we had that on Sunday night, and then Monday night we did go to Dawson's and had the tenderloin there. It's kind of a toss-up which one was better. They both had they both had different strengths. So, but if you're up there, by the way, are you going to Indianapolis this year?
So far, it looks like I'm going. So
you don't have your tickets yet.
they called me the other day and wanted me to buy those tickets. I still have my tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. And you know what else is good about going up there on Monday? We got our chairs.
Oh, I'm sitting on my chair right now. George was very nice. Brought me my chair.
I'll get a model of the green chair, and has this nice little wreath that says...
It says the greatest race course in the world, authentic green chair from the front straightaway, originally installed in the 1960s with the wing and the wheel.
And they're nice and weathered, and it's just think of all the history these chairs have seen. I know when at my first race in '65, we sat in J stand, and I want to say we sat in these things. Maybe I sat in this chair. Who knows?
Who knows?
But love having the chair. Susan's really excited to see it come into the house. But,
I'm sure.
yeah.
So I'm sure Stacy will enjoy seeing it tonight too.
Well, they don't.
I think I'm going to put it down and watch the baseball game.
Okay. But anyway, so we got that. I was a nice guy. I brought John's back. Free of
So
charge.
I didn't have to pay delivery.
Well, the delivery is more than the chair itself.
I know it.
I paid $40 for the chair. The delivery is $55.
But I'm going to tell you what, though, I'm glad to have this chair. The only thing that I'd like to get now would be a Wrigley Field chair.
Whatever.
But I've got an Indianapolis Motor Speedway chair.
That's right.
All right,
I
so...
had something very profound, and you interrupted me. Now I forgot what it was.
That's how it goes. All right, well, okay, let's just talk about where things are going to be.
At Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, you are thinking that Helio's going to have a terrific month. What about Tony Kanaan?
I think he'll have a decent month. I think he will be competitive. I still feel like with Kanaan, if he loses, which probably will, if he does not win the race, it's probably not going to be his fault. It's going to be the fault of his crew. That's still the Achilles heel of the Foyt team. Their crews tend to take their drivers out of good finishing positions on their pit stops.
That's too bad.
But I think Kanaan will have a good month. I think he will be a factor in qualifying, and I think he'll be a factor in the race.
How about Ed Carpenter?
No. I think Ed the last 3 years or so, I think Ed's kind of past his prime a little bit.
Okay, well, I tell you, here's a guy that's in his prime, ready to roll.
Let me guess. Graham Ray Hall or Ryan Hunter-Reay?
Graham Ray Hall first,
And then Hunter-Reay.
then Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Okay.
But I got Newgarden in there. You know, I think Newgarden. This could be Newgarden's. You know,
Could be. I mean, if he with the double points they have for the 500, he could.
dominate it. And
I mean,
take it and go.
he could get this championship if he wins or places very high in the 500 and continues to drive like he has this year. He could have this championship wrapped up relatively early.
But you know, here's another thing too. Honda always does real well at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
They have lately with Andretti.
Yeah.
And that's in spite of their Well, their bad aero kit really hurt them on the road courses, though. But we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see the Honda Chevy thing. It's going to be interesting to watch all season.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, and I think we're going to be fun, really fun Indianapolis 500 this year.
When have you been to the 500 when it wasn't fun?
No, that.
Except last year when you sat with me. So, you're not sitting with me this year.
Oh, you got that right.
Yeah. That didn't go so well, did it? I taught you a lesson.
No, you didn't teach me.
Anyway, what else? It's the month of May.
I mean, what are we going to do? We got qualifying and all that.
We got the Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
Going back. You're not going. You're just going for the race if you go.
That's right. If I go, I'll be going to the race.
Okay.
Jack and I we'll hop in the car that Saturday morning and run on up there and go see the race.
Okay. No, I'll be up there Friday night.
I think that's fantastic.
Actually, I'll be up there Friday morning for Carb Day.
I think that's great.
Now we're going. Susan and I are going Grand Prix weekend, qualifying weekend, and of course race weekend. So that on top of the night that I got back from the open test, I didn't get home till about 1:30, and I was dragging on Tuesday.
Okay.
So anyway, what you got? Besides a nice green chair.
Well, I brought Dan Weldon's
helmet.
You know, two-time winner, and Dan's always got a big part and a big place in my heart. One of my favorite drivers, and wanted to
memorialize.
That's right, and honor him. For this month of May.
Okay.
But I'm real excited about this chair.
I am too. It's comfortable.
Yeah, I think all Indy fans should, this opportunity because they're $50 is nothing.
It's $40.
$40. I'm sorry, $40.
Well, $40 if you're a ticket holder.
That's right.
So, anyway, anything else?
No, I don't. I don't have anything else. I'm glad you had a wonderful time at the test, and I love shrimp cocktail as well.
And tenderloins.
No.
And we ate at Charlie Brown's too on Monday morning.
That's fantastic.
So,
you never miss an opportunity to go to Charlie Brown's, do you?
I like Charlie Brown's. It was exceptionally good this time, too.
Oh, gosh. What did you get? Pancakes?
I got the country omelet. It comes with pancakes.
I wish I'd gone.
We might do at least one more of these.
We should.
We'll probably do one more
before
the race, and then we'll do a follow-up after the race.
Yeah, what we should do is talk about, the qualifications and all that. It's gonna, we'll know by test. They'll be, doing all their work, and we'll see what they're doing on the track. And I hope it's a safe, fantastic time, and I'm looking forward to seeing Ray Hall, Hinchcliffe, and Newgarden, and Ryan Hunter-Ray. Ryan Hunter-Ray. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
I knew you would get into him.
Yeah,
and Ray Hall.
We'll talk about that later. I mean, that 2 years ago, that was his race.
Oh, when Townsend Bell collided in the pits.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that was not good.
That wasn't good.
All right. Got anything else?
No, but I'm glad Townsend Bell's not going to be running this year. Nice.
You hold a grudge?
No, but that way he won't. Yeah. Okay. So what?
Did you?
No, I think that sounded to me like a Corvette race car.
I don't think it was.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm assuming you have nothing else.
No, I don't have anything. I can't wait to get this chair home.
Okay. Well, anyway, for John McClellan, I am George Phillips with OilPressure.com. Thank you for watching.
Your most valued friend.